You want an AI robot girlfriend? Book a flight to Germany. They now have AI robot brothels there as well. I got a banger from Man Talk. Let's get straight into it.
We are living in a time that our ancestors dreamed of. We are able to work, make our own money, live on our own, be single, not get married, not have children. We're able to...
And yet you still have everything to complain about.
Have those choices. And this is the first time in human history that women have had as much freedoms as we've had.
And we, as men, fully support you in that. That's why we stopped paying for dates, and why we expect you to pay 50% of the bills, because... equality, you know?
We don't really need a man for anything.
You're kidding, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
Sure you do, sweetie.
Okay. Let's keep it a thou wow, chat. If all the plumbers, electricians, civil engineers, mechanical engineers, every guy that worked in STEM decided to not show up for the next month, society would crumble. Like, it would just... society would be nuked internally.
You need men to breed the cats that'll be keeping you lovely ladies company when you're old and saggy.
You're goddamn right.
Or in some cases, when you're young and saggy too.
Man Talk be roasting, bro. I like Man Talk. He's good.
Being said, and I need you to understand, with that being the case, we are going to have, like, reform requires upheaval or some kind of disruption. So we are going to be disappointed with our relationships with men. That is the way it is. Until men catch up with the fact that we don't need them for these things, and therefore the way that they've been able to behave for the last centuries and centuries is not the way they're going to be able to behave anymore.
And how exactly are...
Bro, who's going to apply that pressure, though? Are y'all going to come out and apply the force to make men change? Because if you want men to change, you're going to have to force something, and I don't think you are going to be applying any real force.
It's going to take a while to click for them. So in that time that it takes them for that to click, we have to accept that we probably will not be able to have the kind of relationships with men that we would like to have. And that's okay. If we asked our ancestors what would they prefer, to have to marry a man, or to have his children, or to have freedom and maybe would not have relationships with men anymore, they would choose not to have relationships with men anymore.
Oh.
Wow, so you know what your ancestors would pick. You know how arrogant you got to be to think this, bro? I know what my ancestors think. Women know all the answers, right? She knows what ancestors think thousands of years ago. I know what they would pick. They would say they want to be alone. Do you understand that the reason you're here, the reason you even have an existence, is because your parents got together, performed coitus, and had you? Without a man and a woman, you're not even here to jack your jaws and run your lips and bump your gums on TikTok. That's just so funny to me, bro. The lack of self-awareness is palpable. Girl, why in the world is he your ex-boyfriend?
Hot boyfriend. That is everything that you would want from a man. Everything. Hot, funny, smart, talented, very intelligent.
But yet he wasn't good enough. He still just wasn't good enough.
I already said that. Imagine you have that. Everything. And that man, you can't have a normal relationship with that man.
The level of stupidity, bro. You give them freaking everything they want.
It's sad, isn't it?
No, Mr. President, it's actually hilarious.
Like, you give her this guy was everything that she wanted. He was funny, he was good looking, he's probably makes good money, but yet that just wasn't good enough.
AI art was wild. Wait till you hear about the cyber in Berlin, where men are literally lining up to sleep with robots. Yep, robots. This isn't an episode of Black Mirror. It's happening right now, and it's a terrifying glimpse into the future.
Yeah.
I don't think it's terrifying. I think it's different strokes for different folks. If you ladies get to have all the robots and gadgets and Soulsucker 5000s, why can't we have something too? You ladies got stuff that... Wait a minute. The batteries. Put some new batteries in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ladies get all these options. Men don't.
In Berlin, actual establishments called cyber are opening their doors, offering men companionship with AI-powered, anatomically correct dolls. They don't speak, they don't argue, they don't have needs, they're just cold, programmable.
Hey, who said it was cold? Maybe they can warm, maybe they have a warm-up function.
And built to serve on demand.
Bring in the fembots!
She's a fembot. I love this scene in Austin Powers, bro. It's so good.
Let that sink in. For 80 to 120 euros an hour, you can rent a synthetic woman.
No, you.
See, the only thing I don't like about the whole renting thing is are you going to be going in there and they've just cleaned it out? You know what I mean? Like, hey, she's good for a run, man. I know Charlie was just in there for 2 hours. We cleaned her up. She's fine. Like, oh, God. It's like borrowing your homie's fleshlight. Like, hey, you done with it? Hey, man, you done with that? You mind if I, get in there for you? It's like buying a used fleshlight on the Facebook Marketplace. Selling it for $20. Hey, man, I'll give you $5 cash right now. Like, oh, God, how many miles is on that thing? Just imagine, bro. Just imagine. Oh, let me go back. Here we go.
Customized to your preference. Blonde, brunette, petite, curvy, silicone or thermoplastic elastomer. They even let you pick the personality. This isn't just creepy. It's the ultimate fantasy of control.
Wait, I don't know. It looks like she's got a nose job, though. Isn't that the ultimate fantasy of control, changing your appearance?
Women are reduced to literal objects, and men are encouraged to bypass empathy, effort, and connection.
No, sweetie, you got it wrong. In the places you're talking about, women are not being reduced to literal objects because nobody is taking live women and turning them into...
Well, the women have objectified themselves, in my opinion. Women are selling their bodies. The feminist movement, they're all independent now. Cool, like, do your thing. Like, I don't get why they're trying to downplay it. Like, men want connection. Cool, they can get that from a AI robot woman. Whatever.
Being annoying and hating on men and treating them like walking ATMs is what's trending now.
He knows that all women want is his money, so he acts like it. Prove him right by taking it. Take that money and go buy a business. Take that money and go invest it. Take that money and save it. And when you're done with him, leave him for the next chick to collect from. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? Stop connecting to the man if you don't like the man. Get his money and bounce. Men have been doing this forever, except they will just sleep with the woman, not connect with her, and bounce. Do that with their money. At least you leave it with something.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
It's just pure gold digging in every corner. Just gold digging. Get her a shovel. She's gold digging. Let's hop into the Discord and see what you guys have, brother man. Let's see what you guys have.
Do you think society needs men more than women?
I was raised by my father that I do not need a man in any capacity. Other people around me...
Okay, all right. Yo daddy did a bad job already. Because I need men. You need men. I need men in every capacity. You like the lights running. You like your internet on. You like your water running. You need a man.
Tried to constantly say that I needed to have men for one reason or another, but my dad taught me how to do everything that I need to do to survive in the woods, in the city, anywhere. I can do it. I can fix my car. I can build things.
That was a great non-answer. Can you answer my question?
I can acknowledge that men have provided a lot to infrastructure, but that doesn't mean that I need one in my life.
Provided a lot of infrastructure? You mean all the infrastructure? I see they provided You mean all of it?
Exclusively? But you need it by proxy. You're saying on like an individual, like I don't need a husband.
Yeah, I don't need a husband. I love my partner and he provides greatness to my life, but I am okay with or without a man.
You're talking about yourself. You're talking from like I keep saying, it's not about us individually. We talk about for the whole world.
It is.
The average woman can't take care of herself without no man.
Well, that's the thing. Women typically can't, at least from these scenarios I've seen, they just can't understand that when they ask these questions, they're asking like in a general sense, and almost every single woman goes to a personal anecdote.
I was a man, every woman would want me because I would just love and cherish them and tell them how beautiful and precious.
You're a liar!
That doesn't work. Bro, women got the worst game. Thinking she can just tell them how precious and awesome and amazing. Bro, that does not work.
They were and kiss them on their foreheads, play with their hair, buy them gifts, take them to nice
Bro, women don't want that. Stop lying.
dinners, spoil them, worship them, and make sure that every day that they knew that
Worship the okay, all right. She's already cooked. She's already cooked on that. Worship women? Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. No, worship women. Bro, you gotta be out of your freaking mind, dude.
I'm going to ask you a question, and you're probably going to lie to me.
Okay.
When you walk down the street and you meet women who are in their 40s, are more of them attractive than the women who are in their 20s? When they're in their 40s
You're right.
versus
I will be
20s.
100% less attractive when I'm 40. Thank you for pointing it out. I think that's a valid concern. You at 40, do you think your wife is ugly? Is that what you're saying?
No. Why? That's not. Doesn't even make sense.
Yes, it does.
actually
You
How?
literally just called your wife ugly.
No,
Sorry.
no. See,
I
what
think
happens
she's
is this.
asking if your
Let me
wife
just-
has gone downhill since you got married.
Let me help you out with logic. If in 10 years you're less attractive than you are right now, that doesn't mean you won't be attractive. That's not calling you ugly. That's pointing out that you're less attractive than you were 10 years prior. Is my wife less attractive now than she was at like 25? Yeah. You know who the first one would be who would tell you that? My wife and every other non-delusional human being on planet Earth.
Bro, they always think they cook an Andrew. Well, you just called your wife ugly. No, he did not. Didn't even come close to doing that. But they don't want to hear the logical side of it. They never do.
Men should never hit a woman.
Why not?
Dude, Jesse Peterson's such a savage.
That's just f***ed up.
What? Why?
Why should a man hit a woman?
To protect himself.
Oh man, this is a lot.
What do you mean?
I just disagree with your viewpoints.
Why?
That you think a man should hit a woman?
Should a woman hit him? Yes, I do.
I don't think violence is the answer to anything.
No, in protection, he's self-defense. Let's say a woman he shouldn't just go around hitting her just for no reason.
Yeah.
But let's say that should women hit men?
No.
Right. So if a woman should hit a man, shouldn't he smack her back?
No.
Yes. No. I'm going to say no, only because that'll get you put in jail, fellas. In the current system, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because she's a girl.
Well, she doesn't know that?
But I just think that's unfair.
So if a woman smack a man, what should he do?
He probably deserved it, to be honest.
What?
Wow. Right. Something I'm seeing now is, especially this younger generation, it seems like those hands are rated E for everyone. Bro, these kids, they get smacked by a girl. He's like, bro, I'm putting hands on her. I'm smacking her back. That's the equality y'all wanted. Equal rights, equal lefts. I don't know, man. It's crazy to me that, I mean, I would never put my hands on a woman. My dad believed otherwise, though. My dad was like, it's whatever. A little bit of DV, a little bit of domestic violence never hurt. My dad was a degenerate and an awful person, though. It still is.
Man.
Yeah, you want to play this game? Let's go.
And doesn't she deserve to be smacked back if she should hit
No,
him?
she's a girl. Guys should not hit girls.
But girls should hit guys?
I never said that. No.
But if they do, the guy should smack her back?
No.
Why not?
Because guys shouldn't hit girls.
Why?
Because it's just that's just unfair.
Well, how?
Because girls are tender and beautiful creatures that should not be hit.
But don't they know that before they hit the man, that they can't handle it?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea.
Accountability has left the chat. Where's your self-awareness now? I thought you had an abundance of it.
So if she smacked him one time, for example, and he smacked her back, wouldn't that send a loud message? You can't be treating me this way. Just stop.
I don't think the guy should ever hit the girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even to protect himself against it.
No. What does he protect?
What if she's got like a knife? Can he do it then? No.
Yeah, this woman, you're arguing. It's like big ideas with a small Peabody brain. You really can't argue big ideas with a small mind.
Men, do you like it when women go on you when you're still asleep?
Go on you when you're still asleep. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, we applaud that. Let's get that, ladies. Let's make that mandatory in 2025.
I know consent is a really big thing these days, but the other morning...
Bro, if a guy's in the bed with you, he's already consented, baby girl. The consent has already been had.
Man was still sleeping and I thought, I'm bored, I'm just gonna go have some fun. And he was literally in the best mood for the rest of the day. I've never seen this man more happy in my life. And now I just think it must be a thing. It must be a key to men's happiness. waking them up that way. Do girls have to ask? Do they have to? Or
No.
is it just like an open invite?
I think that any woman asking this question.
Bro. No, you ain't gotta ask, baby girl. Go ahead. If he's in the bed with you and y'all was getting freakier, butt booty naked, or even close to butt booty naked, more than likely he gonna be cool with a little bit of beach. A little bit of morning beach. He gonna be cool with it. He gonna be cool with it. Chat, put a 1 in chat if you agree. If you sleeping in a bed with a woman, close to butt booty naked, she wants to give you a little bit of that morning slop, cool with it. Cool with it. You don't have to get my consent. I've already consent. I'm in the sheets with you, baby girl. Let's go. This is just proof though that men are simple creatures, bro. We really need 3 things. You keep our nuts empty, our stomachs full, and some peace and quiet. Shibadanaya should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Empty nuts, full stomach, peace and quiet. That's all we need. You hear that? It's blissful. That's all men need. Men don't need. Men are simple creatures, bro.
The argument that you're making is, as these other service sectors have opened up, men are gravitating into those service sectors instead of just manual labor, right?
Yes.
Then how come women aren't gravitating towards the manual labor sections?
Because the manual labor sections have been either taken over by technology.
No, they haven't.
Or
roofing?
Boy, you stupid.
Has roofing been taken over by technology?
No, but what is it? It doesn't necessarily.
Has construction been taken over by technology? Roofing? Has even gardening, basic gardening? What about lawn mowing, lawn care? In fact, almost all labor I can think of, which now is heavily inundated with machines, still totally dominated by men. Almost no women do it at all.
But there's a lot less men in average doing those jobs compared to before, because you have had machinery replaced. If it took 3,
but this argument still makes no sense.
Please. If it took 5 men to redo a roof or whatever, now it takes 2, right?
Yeah, why isn't one of them a woman?
That's a lie, though.
No, because the point is, as a society as a whole, we have just moved away from manual labor. So obviously,
that is some. Tell me you've never been on a roof without telling me you've never been on a roof. Now, I used to take 5 and now I'm going to take 2. You don't even know what you're talking about. Just shut up.
Overweight single mom who lives with her parents wants man who makes $5 million a year to marry her under a prenuptial agreement that he doesn't have access to the wealth in a trust that she doesn't know the rules of or how much is in it. Does that summarize it?
Yeah, but I
Big bag. Oh my God. You live with your parents, single mom in it, and talking about, oh my, you want a guy that makes $5 million. Bro, you out of your gourd.
get it. I'm overweight.
That's not the key and point. What I'm looking
Oh my God, he said like 7 things and she took the overweight one. Boy.
At is the idea versus the reality of the thing.
I think what he's just trying to say, it's a bit not realistic.
It's a bit, you're freaking delusional.
$5 million a year.
And I keep saying that these are my standards right now. It can change when I meet the right man. God doesn't know his
standards. Baby girl, you ain't got no standards. You're a straight up big bag.
Big bag.
Talking about standards. You don't even have a standard diet. You don't even have a standard workout plan.
He's gonna put it for me.
Why would God send a man with $5 million to suffer?
What? I'm sorry, wait, how would he suffer?
How
would he suffer?
If we
my God, how can they not realize that? He would suffer in every way.
Are to assume for a moment that you think, okay, I'm a prize or I'm the prize or whatever. I wonder if women ever internalize this in their prayer of the thing I want. I want thing, I pray for thing. That you might, right? And if you did, why would God send a man to suffer for you?
Bro, for real, Andrew preaching on that one. $5 million a year is $416,000 a month. A man that's making $416,000 a month can buck any woman he wants. But you think he wants to buck a single mom that lives with your... Bro, come on. Come on. It's like women can always have these ridiculous expectations and standards. They can always say, these are my standards. This is just what I expect. Big back single mom living with her mommy and daddy. Come on, bro. But a man, if he goes out there, he's like, I want a 10 out of 10. I want a baddie. And they're like, bro, but you're broke, you're out of shape, you have no assets, you have no money, no clout, no status. You're a nobody. Men would check that so quick. There would be a hierarchy of men being like, bro, you don't deserve that. You're delusional. You're out of your freaking mind. But women can just walk through life on la la land. La 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 la.
Want to go clock in at the Lululemon, lolly, lolly, la.
Like this woman probably realistically thinks that she qualifies for a guy that makes $5 million a year. $416,000 a month. That's more than I'm going to make in a freaking year. 2 years. Bro, so much money, bro. The fact that she thinks that's not a lot of money is crazy to me. That's just bare minimum. It's just my standards.
If women are looking for financially secure men, what in exchange would be of equal value to
a virgin?
A man.
There's probably three big primary things from the Christian perspective that we would want. I think that men essentially want peace in their home. This is a big one that people forget about all the time. The best way you can show a man respect is to understand and anticipate the things that he wants before he even knows that he wants them. And the way that that shows respect and the way that that shows that you love him is because if you can anticipate those things, he knows that you're paying attention to him very closely. So you're the focus. And then the third thing is you have to put him above your own needs and your own desires. And number three is the thing that I think women, at least in modernity, fail at the most, that women are trained from birth now how they deserve to be treated. And men are trained from birth how they're supposed to treat women. But nobody is trained from birth for how they're supposed to treat men.
Well,
facts. I always say that, man. Women are raised up knowing how a man should treat them, but they're never taught how to treat a man. They can always do what they want, run amok. They make all the rules. They get to do this and that. They know what to expect from a man, but they never know what a man expects from them. It's a double standard, it really is. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. I will check you guys on the next one. Peace.